I'm an American. I'm also a German American. I've come to the United States 30 years ago, and I'm here to stand in solidarity with the immigrant community on behalf of also the Council of American Islamic Relations. And the quote earlier that was spoken from Pastor Niemöller is something that I live by. First they came for all these other groups, and then they're going to come for you eventually. And I come from a country where the fascism devastated us, and America saved us from fascism. And now we are here, and I have to explain to people why walls are a really terrible idea. We have a lot of experience with walls. Come talk to a German, and we'll tell you about our experience with walls. The policy of choice that are being enacted by this administration are choices. These are gratuitously cruel policies that are being used on the backs of the most vulnerable, people who are fleeing violence, who are coming to the United States, which I still believe is one of the greatest countries in the earth. I have to couch that because I'm from Germany. But the Muslim community, after the Muslim ban had been basically upheld by the Supreme Court, we're devastated. We have people who are separated, families who are separated, husbands from wives, mothers from children who would like to come to the United States to live here. The court went through great lengths to say, oh, you know what, there is a waiver procedure. People who are no threat to the United States can apply for waivers. Hundreds of these waivers have been applied for. 2 have come through. Basically, the waiver applications go straight into the garbage bin. There is no meaningful way to get this travel ban waived, even for people who are no threat to the United States of America. So I believe that it's time for grandmothers like me to come out here and say, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is not America. We are told that we are supposed to fear our neighbors, fear our Mexican neighbors. I mean, the slur, I'm not going to repeat here what has been said about the Hispanic community from the highest office in the United States, that we're then supposed to believe has no bias. I am not going to repeat what has been said about Muslims from the highest office in this country. The American people are upset. This is not America. This is, historically, I mean, as we heard earlier, it is America, but this is not who we are anymore. This needs to be shed. Previous administrations, and I hear this all the time, well, it's the law. We are just enforcing the law. It is not the law to separate families. It is not, and yes, maybe it's a misdemeanor to be here, undocumented, but previous administrations have found a way around these cruel policies with waivers, with stays of deportation. Let's talk about Luis Blanco from Plant City, who has been here, father of a large family, who was the sole breadwinner for the family, who was deported because he checked in as he was supposed to under the conditions of his stay of deportation. This is wrong. People need to stay together. America is stronger. And before I joined CARE, by the way, I still am an attorney that does a lot of economic development type thing. Well, guess what? You want to talk about money? It's called the Trump slump. It's called the reluctance of foreign investors to invest money in the United States. Tourism has been down. Florida should care about these things. So if it's not the heart, it should be the wallet that we need to appeal to. And we all need to stand together and appeal to the better of ourselves and of our lawmakers and say, this is wrong and it has to stop. Thank you.
All right, let's hear it one more time for Norma from CARE. Woo, thank you, thank you.